is you're retraining the body. The stomach has been up here for so long, it thinks it lives there. You say, no, sucker, you don't live there. You live down here. You get down here. You stay down here. Remember, we're stretching the esophagus and we're getting it down. So in order to do this, working on yourself, I've taught many people to slide down in a chair again. That's the first position. Second position is bring the elbows up, the hands together. Okay? Now, we're going to do two things with these hands. We're going to shove in towards the backbone, down towards the navel. Now, we're not going to shove in like so. We're going to shove in like so. Now, if you watch me very carefully, I'm going to take a real deep breath. I'm going to go, and I brought my body up. Now, as I shove in towards the backbone, I let the air out in little spurts. Did you see my body English? How I let my body rock like so? I brought it down to where? Approximately the bottom of the rib cage. Now, Debbie may have a longer rib cage than mine, or shorter rib cage or whatever, so approximately the level of the rib cage. How often do you do this? Every single morning. Why do you do this in the morning? Because of the simple fact that your stomach is empty. You ever try to squeeze a balloon when it's full of water or full of air? Pops right back out, doesn't it? So the stomach is easier to work with. It's more cooperative. Now, I had a lady ask me tonight that if we were going to work on her, she was wondering about the fact that she just ate about an hour ago, and I told her, well, we'll probably be able to identify your food. That's okay. And so we really don't like to work on somebody that close to eating, because things can come back up like the fountain of youth. Okay. But now, once you're going to do this, okay, we're going to show you how to work on the ileocecal valves also. But Debbie, while we got you up here, we're going to take you and bring you back to the door here for just a second. And here's another position that somebody else can work on you getting this done. One of the reasons this position is good is because we're talking about gravity. And so gravity helps to pull this down. So I'm going to actually turn my back to you like so. I'll try to step to the side. And so we would take Debbie like so, come up to her sternum, and have her take a real deep breath. Halfway process. Let it out, Debbie, as fast as you can. And I've got my fingers on top of my hand, holding it, coming down. I brought it down. Now I'm actually going to come right here, and I'll show this to you later also. It's called locking, and we'll show this on the table. You can see this a lot better. So I can actually do these standing up, just like so. And in fact, if she was laying down on a chair, we'd still have a position to do so. Or even on a slant board, or any way that you want, using gravity to do so. Now, if this is the first time that she's had this moved in a number of years, it may be pretty tough coming loose. Now, I want to show you something else, right? Debbie, let's have you just turn around. This is the spine, and approximately down on the little knob here, we come down between the second and the third. We can come in here and massage on both sides like so, activating, again, those reflexes that work with the heart. We can drop down between the third and the fourth and the fifth, and we get into reflexes for the lungs, and we can work this. Now, I had a lady come to me not too long ago. She said, oh, I can take care of hiatus hernias instantaneously. See, watch here. This is all I do. And she says, how do you feel now? First I said, well, it's really relaxed. Talked to the lady a little later. She says, it's back. Because all you did was relax. Excuse me again, young lady. Everything here. You relaxed it. So if you want to do this before, do it afterwards, fine. But if you're going to make a physical correction, you have to make a physical correction. This is called a visceral manipulation. Actually moving the organs around in the body and putting them where they belong. Literally. Okay, we're going to let you run for your